Hello, class of 2024, and to the parents of the class of 2024. My name is Suzanne Weiss, and I will be the ninth grade counselor next year at Southside High School. We had planned to have a ninth grade parent night on March 16th to go over this PowerPoint and the registration and scheduling process, but that didn't work. We were already out of school at that time, I believe. I was also going to go to Rainbow Middle School to assist your student in signing up for courses next year, and that also didn't happen. So I'm going to go over that PowerPoint today so I can answer any questions you already probably have about registration and scheduling for next year. Your students have to request courses so that we can sign them up for courses and complete their schedule for next year. And this presentation is going to help you figure out how to do that. So first of all, I want to introduce the administration, Southside High School. Our principal is Julie Tucker, and our assistant principals are Jeremy Edwards and Kenny Clevenger. The counselors are myself, Suzanne Weiss. I will be the 9th and 12th grade counselor next year, as well as Denise Smith. She will be the 10th and the 11th grade counselor next year. We stay with our students throughout high school. So I will be your students counselor from 9th all the way until 12th grade. We feel that it helps us get to know our students and create those relationships with our students, and we can understand each other while working through 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. So we find it effective, and we like the way we stay and move with our students. Alabama graduation requirements are 4 maths, 4 Englishes, 4 sciences, and 4 histories. So in order to graduate high school in the state of Alabama, every student will take 1 math, 1 English, 1 science, and 1 history every year. That way, when they graduate, they will have the 4 required core courses to graduate high school. Life PE is also required in the state of Alabama. Your student will take that in the 9th grade, whether it is the standard Life PE course or if they are in the band or an athletic PE course. Those are equivalent to Life PE. In the 10th grade, your students will take the required course Health. We usually pair that with Driver's Ed in the 10th grade. And then in the 11th grade, your student will take Career Preparedness at Southside High School to fulfill that other required course mandated by the state of Alabama. Along with those required courses, your student has an option to take 3 mandatory electives in either career tech, fine art, or a foreign language. So they can come from either or all of these. When I graduated high school, a fine art was mandatory to graduate high school. It's not that way anymore. Your student could take 3 career tech courses, and those 3 credits would be met. They can take 1 foreign language, 1 fine art, and 1 career tech course, and they can meet them that way. Or they could be any way you want to arrange, but at least 3 have to be from any or all of those 3 subject areas right there. And it's a little confusing, but it can be done and it's doable, and usually our students have a lot more than the required amount. So choosing courses for next year. Every upcoming 9th grade student must complete a 9th grade scheduling request form. We have to know what courses they want to take before we can make them a schedule for next year. Freshmen must take 1 English, 1 math, 1 science, 1 history, and 1 PE, or its authorized replacement course. Freshmen will have the choice of choosing electives for next year. I'm going to show you on our website where you can find all this information. You're going to go to sshs.com, not .com, sshs.ecboe.org. You're going to click on that link, and it's going to take you to our webpage. Our web page is updated frequently. Miss Clark, our librarian, is in charge of the website, and she does a fantastic job keeping it up to date. But underneath this registration tab, you will find all of the documents you need to register your student. To choose requests for next year's schedule. Okay, so all of the course offerings are found here if you click here. The course descriptions are found here. Miss Tucker uploaded a video for all the incoming freshmen next year, so make sure you watch it. Ninth grade scheduling how-to video. This is where I went on the Google form and I basically filled it out. I want you to watch it because it shows you exactly how to fill out this form. I give different options and different scenarios too. So make sure you understand how to fill out that form before you fill it out and submit it, because once you've submitted it, you can't get it back and you can't submit more than one form. So make sure you read that how-to tutorial so that you can fill out your form correctly and you can be done with it. So registration, registration. So there's the how-to video. Here is the scheduling request form that your student is going to complete so that we can make a schedule next year for them. So they're going to go through this entire form. They're going to answer every question, and at the end, they're going to click submit. And that's all you do. It's really easy. It can seem complicated, but really it's not. So if you watch that how-to video, you're going to be good as gold. Make sure your student's name on the scheduling form is their legal name. Please don't put nicknames or anything, because I don't know your students, and if you just put their legal name, I'll be able to find them in iNow, and I'll be able to make them a schedule for next year. Also include a phone number where I can reach you, the parent, if an issue arises during scheduling, so that we can figure out the best courses that your student needs to take. We will have a scheduled pickup day during the summer. I do not know when that's going to be yet. I'm not exactly sure when we're going to be able to meet, be at the school with more than 6 people. So if you don't follow our Southside High School Facebook page, do that so that you can stay up to date on all the information regarding school next year. InfoSnap. You did InfoSnap registration this year. You're going to do the same thing next year. Rainbow Middle School is going to give you a code for you to log into and update that information. Make sure on there you choose 9th grade and Southside High School. Okay, that's very important. You can update your InfoSnap registration information through the internet at home. It works better on a computer, but people have been successful doing it on a smartphone. It's just a little complicated, so be careful when you do that. Make sure emails, phone numbers, everything is up to date. Make sure your student's name is spelled correctly. I know that's crazy, but sometimes there are glitches and names are spelled wrong, birth dates are not correct, and it really throws our system out of whack. Hopefully during the summer, we will be able to have computers at the school for you to come and complete this registration process. Right now, we cannot have anyone at the school, so look out for that information to be given out on Facebook or on our webpage. Hopefully we can have those available for you, because every student has to be registered through InfoSnap to receive a schedule. And while it seems like we're being really hard to deal with, that's not the case at all. It's a safety concern if your student is at our school and we do not know how to get in touch with you. If something should happen, we've got to have means to get in touch with you. And if you haven't updated your contacts or your information, we're stuck and we don't know how to get in touch with you. So it's really from a safety standpoint that you have these filled out, and they're filled out completely and correctly. Free or reduced lunch forms can also be found online. They are not released yet for next year because the USDA does not release those until July. So do not go on there and fill one out for next year. It's not going to be the one that they're going to accept. So in July sometime, and we'll definitely send that out on Facebook, and we'll show it on our webpage or post it on our webpage that the free or reduced lunch forms need to be completed. New student orientation, we will have a night at the end of July or the 1st of August where we have new student orientation for students and their parents. You can bring your schedule, you can walk around and meet your teachers, you can find your locker, you can also find your classes. It's always a good idea to know where your classes are before the first day of school, so that would be a good time to figure that out. School supplies. Unfortunately, we do not have one specific list for all 9th graders listed anywhere. All of our students are in different classes, and so it's really hard for us to have a supply list. On the first day of school, I would suggest your student bring a notebook, something to write with, and maybe a 3-ring binder to keep all that in. I always say bring something to write with, something to write on, and something to keep it in. So within the first few days, your students should have gone to all their classes, and their teachers will let them know what they need for school. Lockers will be on sale during scheduled pickup day. Miss Rich, our secretary, is always in charge of the lockers. She will make sure if you want a locker, you get one. I'm pretty sure you're going to have some other questions. You're more than welcome to email me at suzanne_vice@ecboe.org. We are so excited for the class of 2024. Finish strong this year so that you can start strong next year at Southside High School. Please, if you have any questions, email me. Unfortunately, I will not be at the school very much, so email is the best way to get in touch with me. I look forward to seeing the class of 2024, meeting you and your parents soon. Thank you.